This whole lean back right quick. This whole trying to demean Michael Jordan's stats, accomplishments has has gotten to the point where it's starting to become comical. And you know, it's not even comical anymore. Once upon a time, once comical, but now it's starting to get very disturbing, like crazy. All of this, all of this, just to make one balding fake goat better than the other ones, when the proof is in the pudding that he's not. Anybody who has a rational brain, rational set of eyes, this is starting to become unbelievable and downright crazy. It really has. So when I heard about it, I was just like, this is just another attempt for the stands to finally get their way, Lebron finally get his way. And I don't understand why the hell is Michael Jordan's 1988 Defensive Player of the Year award controversial? Where is this coming from? Reading this off an article, right? In the NBA's never-ending GOAT debate, which should be kaput by this point, Michael Jordan holds one eternal trump card over his fellow offensively oriented peers. He has the Defensive Player of the Year award to his name. But in a new report from Yahoo Sports' Tom's Haberstach, the vitality of Jordan's 1988 defensive awards is questioned. It's a bit sticky and is a good reminder that Jordan was so special that people will even talk about a random achievement of his quarter that is over a quarter century old. Damn. 1988. Sheesh. Anyways, that's a long time ago, it seems like. Why is one of Jordan's most impressive honors being debated? According to Alex Rucker, a one-time NBA scorekeeper, Jordan's off-the-chart steals and blocks and numbers that effectively won him that year Defensive Player of the Year has a massive home-to-road disparity. That means scorekeepers, when Jordan played at home, were seemingly a bit more generous with their definition of highlight statistics, especially during the fateful 1987-1988 season, NBA season. This tracks with data analysts that inspired the report. So they're trying to say that some bookkeeper in Chicago Stadium at the time was called, it was United Center yet, but Chicago Stadium, some bookkeeper out there was inflating Jordan stats. And I also heard this was backed by Scottie Pippen. We all know how Scottie Pippen is right now. You know how he's acting. So that doesn't really clarify or even have any weight to their argument. You're trying to rely on somebody who has a grudge against Michael Jordan for reasons we don't know why. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that is actually known about playing at home. When you play at home, you're more comfortable. When you play at home, you're more comfortable with the fans. You're more relaxed. You're more hyped by the fans. So, of course, his numbers are going to appear better on the road, at home than the road. And that goes for any NBA player that has ever played. So, where's that coming from? I don't know. We could say the same about LeBron, that his stats are better when he was at home than when they were away. So what logic does that even make? And I'm looking at what this person brought in his article, Tom Haberstach, or whoever his name is. He tries to say the sheer magnitude of the home and road gap that caught my eye and launched my deep dive. No, you just trying to make something out of nothing. So it says, home steals, Jordan had 165 steals. Road steals, 94. Albert Robertson had 98 steals on the road and 145 at home. Alvin Robertson, I think, was on the Bucks during that time. I had to check back to my sources. But I think Alvin Robertson was on the Bucks at that time. I'm not going to go through it. John Stockton, Utah Jazz, 137-105. And then in fourth place was Fat Lever, had 106-106 at home and on the road. And on this list is Mark Jackson, Clyde Drexler, Michael Adams, Nate McMillan, Derek Harper, Maurice Cheeks, Hakeem, Byron Scott, Terry Porter, Isaiah Thomas, and Doc Rivers. Why I don't understand the point of this. All of a sudden, 36 years later, it's funny that they're trying to make a big deal about this now. But wasn't it last year or so or something like that? Not this past season, it just ended about a week ago now. But the season before that, the Memphis Grizzlies got caught with the old boy, I can't even think of his name, Jaren Jackson Jr., inflating his stats to get that Defensive Player of the Year award. But they didn't say anything about that. And kept that quiet. I'm just reading some of this. Sorry for the pause. NBA fans chimed in accordingly on Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year. Someone on Twitter said, Jacob the Clipper. MJ had fraudulent stats. LeBron never could get away with that in the era of so many analysts' eyes on the game. You sure? Let's check his rebounds and assists in 2 different games. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Somebody said, yeah, reading this, I decided Michael Jordan wasn't a good basketball player at all. That's funny. Being sarcastic. All right. I'm just reading some of these comments on here. This is what I had to say to end this all. We already know what this is. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out what is truly going on. We all know that LeBoy has Klutch Sports, right? We know Klutch Sports likes to influence a lot of people on there, the people on their payroll, to say certain things for the Emperor, for Homelander. Anybody watching The Boys right now? Perfect timing to use that. Yeah, so they gotta make Lee Homelander look good. They're trying their best. They're trying their best to put Lee Homelander up on this pedestal because they know Lee Homelander, no matter, like, and I said this plenty of times before, Lee Homelander will never, ever catch Jordan. You can't catch a ghost. You can't catch a ghost. It's like a couple of days ago when I had that Bleacher Report article. They put LeBron James second in greatest playoff performers, top 50 playoff performers, which is absolutely asinine. He's probably one of the worst. With all these super teams that he's created, he should be number 1. He should be at least number 2. But he's failed with all these super teams. All these damn super teams, you only got 3.5 or 3 rings to it. Some people don't count that 4th one. Bubble title. This is crazy. Stop the madness. Stop it. Cut it out. Your boy is never going to be better than Jordan. Your boy is not even better than Kobe. Your boy is not even better than Wilt. Your boy is not even better than Magic. Cut it out. Now I got my dad over here capping for LeBron every time I mention LeBron. It's like, oh man. That's what I call him sometimes. Call him different names. Call him Old Man Jenkins. Backstory to that I will not share on this video. But oh man, you watched the end. No, I don't think he watched the end of Wilt's. Maybe he did watch the end of Wilt's career. He watched the end of Wilt's career. He watched all of Kareem's career. You watched Magic. You watched Jordan. You watched Hakeem. You watched Tim Duncan. You watched Kobe. You watched all these greats in the last 70, oh, not 70 years, last 50 something years, right? And you think LeBron is number 2? It's like, come on now. Come on now. Come on, Pops. Come on. Come on. You the one who taught me basketball. You know, lie for LeBron. Come on now. But like I said, we all know what this is. This is a never-ending battle with LeBron's self to become something that he's not. And he's never gonna be accepted. There's only a small group of individuals that are gonna accept that, and those are his freaking weirdo fans. Other than that, they can try all these different trying to find some fraudulence that ain't there with Jordan's stats. They tried to do that with Wilt. It didn't really work. Should probably even boost Wilt even more. But this ain't the end. First, I thought everybody was tripping at first when I started seeing videos, but then I looked into it myself when I had the time. And I'm not surprised by it, but at the same time, this is some nasty work they're trying to do to Jordan's legacy. Some nasty work.